Hello, good morning, students of class 6. Hope you all are fine. Shravani ma'am is back for GK class again after the summer vacation. So now onwards, please buck up because we have to be serious with your studies because the exams will start. Yes, slowly. Another thing, need not get worried about your GK syllabus. Keep following the chapters which I am teaching you and put a tick at the top of the chapter. So eventually when altogether it's over, I will be giving you the exact pages which will come for your exams. So need not worry and don't take tension about the syllabus. Whatever chapters I am completing, see that you start learning them. It's clear to you all? So you follow the class as I am taking the chapters, listen properly and day to day try to learn it. Okay? So today I am going to do, take out your GK book. Today I am going to do page 16. Page 16. Literary classics. Literary classics. Yes, page 16. Are you ready? I'm proceeding with my lesson. Please be attentive and listen. Take a pencil in your hand. As I tell the answers, please note it down. Here are few all-time favorites. Read the clues and write the names of these books chosen from the options. At the top of the page, you will find in the box all the answers are given. Now you got to read orderly and find out the right answers. So let us start. Number 1, written by Herman Melville, the story revolves around the fictions of White Whale. So this was written by whom? By Herman Melville. And it is all about the fictions about the white whale. This was written over there. So what was the book name? It was number 1, Moby Dick. MOBY-DICK, Dick. Moby Dick. Number 1 answer is Moby Dick. Number 2, written by Charles Dickens. It is a story of a boy from childhood to adult. In this story, the full incident starts from the childhood till the boy becomes adult. So this was written by Charles Dickens. The author was Charles Dickens. The book name was David Copperfield. Number 3, written by J.M. Barrie. The book is about a boy who lives on an island of Netherlands. So this is a story which is written by J.M. Barrie and it's about a boy who lives in the island of Neverland. Book name is Peter Pan. P-E-T-E-R, Peter, P-A-N, Pan. Peter Pan. Number 4. The author is written by Lewis Carroll. It's a story about a girl and her adventure in a fancy world. So it's a girl, all about the fancy world is written here. And you find this story name is Alice in Wonderland. Most of you all have read it. A-L-I-C, Alice, I-N, in, Wonderland, W-O-N-D-R, Wonder, L-N-D, land. Number 5, written by Daniel Defoe. The author is Daniel Defoe. It tells the story about a man who shipwrecked and spent many years on an island. Shipwrecked means in some reason the ship was wrecked, means it got stuck somewhere and it got damaged and it could not come back to his own place. And that time what happened, that incident has been written here. And how a man spent many years detached from the other world due to the shipwreck. This story is about Robinson Crusoe. Our book name is Robinson Crusoe. Robin, Robin, Son, son, Crusoe, Crusoe. Robinson Crusoe. Number 6, written by Jonathan Swift. It is the story of a man and his many voyages to different lands. The story is written by whom? Jonathan Swift. It's about a man who kept on traveling many places in different lands. It's about the storybook name is Gulliver's Travels. Gulliver's Travel. Gullivers. Gulliver's Travels. Travels. All these books names are written at the top, so you can write it down. Number 7, written by Mark Twain. The main character is a boy who shares adventure with his friend Tom. So Mark Twain wrote this, and a boy, how he spent his time with friends, the different adventures, how the days passed, what experience he did in different with his friend Tom is written in this story. The book name is The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn. The book name is The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn. See, it's written at the top. You can see and write on that. Number 8, written by R.L. Stevenson. The central characters in books are David Balfour and Uncle Ebenezer. This story is written by R.L. Stevenson. It's a character about David Balfour and the Uncle Ebenezer. The both stories are there. The book name is Kidnapped. Kidnapped. Now we'll come to page 70. Tell me why. These are very interesting. Please listen. Here are many things you will come to know from here. These are very, in our daily life, we face all these problems. We don't know why, what is this, but while going through this, we'll come to know, we'll get some knowledge about it. Why is the word ambulance written inverted in front of the ambulance? You see the ambulance there. The alphabets are all written what? Inverted. Up, down. Not straight. Ambulance is not written straight. Why? Let us read. The word is written inverted because the driver of the vehicle in front of the ambulance sees a literally inverted image of the word. Inverted image of the word on his rear view mirror and reads it correctly. She or he can then give the way to the ambulance. So it's done in such a way so that when in front whoever is driving the car from the mirror, the reflection from the mirror, that person who is driving the car can see the right spelling over there. The reflection will come straight. But when it's written, you see from front, you will find it's written reverse. But when the reflections comes on the mirror, you will find it's written straight ambulance, because the person who is driving at the front through the mirror, they will see the ambulance coming, then automatically they can turn the car at the side and give way out to the ambulance, because ambulance is a carrier for carrying emergency patients. So in that case, everybody gives them the space to go. Now on the right hand side, why and how does a match light up? Why and how does a match light up? The heart of the matchstick is made up of phosphorus. At the top of the matchstick is made of wood. And at the top you see a little bulb type is there. It is of phosphorus. What is used there? material is there used is phosphorus, which helps for burning. It catches fire at 50 degrees centigrade. When the matchstick is struck to the side of the matchbox, the friction generates heat and phosphorus immediately catches fire. So when you take a matchbox, as you strike it, you find what? Immediately the flash comes out and then it lights. The fire comes up. So matchsticks goes burning. Next, we can see the float in the Dead Sea. Why people float on the Dead Sea? They go for a swimming or there. You find the body floats over there. There's no possibility of drowning immediately. They float. Why? It is possible to float in the water very salty because salty water. Since the water is salty, it helps the body to float. The Dead Sea is extremely salty and has a very high density. So, Dead Sea is so salty that its density is very high and so it helps the body to float. Next one, why does it not hurt when you get a haircut? Hair grows from the follicles or the root, but the time the hair grows out, its follicide is ready to dead. However, it keeps growing because the new hair growing inside the scalp keeps pushing the old dead hair cells. Inside the hair is already dead. It does not hurt when you get a cut. So, you see when you pull a hair, you get hurt because the root is right inside. But when it comes out from there, what happens? The hair starts becoming, it keeps growing up, the hair inside the scalp keeps pushing the old one. So, outer one becomes old, so it's coming out. So, when you cut, you don't get pain. But when you pull one hair, you can feel the pain. It's clear to you? So, why do people have differently colored eyes? Why you find in our eyes, everybody's eyes are not same color. Some are light brown, some are greenish, some little brownish, some is black, like that, dark brown, like that. The color of an eye depends on the pigment called melanin. Please underline this. The color of an eye depends on the pigment of melanin. This word is called melanin, due to which we get the different color shades. Some with a lot of melanin will have black or brown eyes. So, somebody who is having a great quantity of melanin will have black and brown eyes. But some with less melanin will have blue eyes or green eyes. The amount of melanin you have inherited from your parents, and that what? These we get from our parents. So the more it is in quantity, you have black and brown eyes, and when lesser in quantity, you have green or blue eyes. So hope you enjoyed it. Go over it and we'll meet on the next class. Take care. See you all on the next class.